Sign up for a year and pay less than 71 pesos per month. Visit tmt.ph/digital to get your free 30 days of the Manila Times Digital Edition.
Meron ka bang business in need of a boost? Now, you can build your online store in minutes with Multistore. Sobrang daling i-customize ng look according to your needs and be equipped with integrated store and order management, payment system, and delivery support.
With Multistore, you can grow your business even in the comfort of your home. So sign up now and get the platform, reach, and performance boost your business needs.
Only at Multistore. Start for free.
You've come a long way, and everything you've done has led to this moment. Primed for taking on bigger things, reaching greater heights. And while the path ahead is filled with uncertainty, taking the next step can seem daunting. But to stay still is more terrifying. Moving forward becomes reassuring with a partner by your side. One that teaches you to trust. One that has been with you from the start. Through it all, whether you're thriving or still striving. A partner that pushes you to carry on and go the distance despite it all. Together, there are no boundaries, only possibilities. Together, we can go further.
alanganan. Alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka lang magiting. Sa manlulupi, di ka pasisiil. Sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bukaw. May dalagang tula at awit sa paglayang inamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walhati ng sinta, buhay langit sa piling ko. Aming ligaya na pag may mga atis ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Good day. Thank you for joining us on the Manila Times Roundtable, where we celebrate grand launch of the Multistore, brought to you by Multisys Technologies Corporation and PLDT Enterprise. Hence, the title of our webisode for today is Empowering MSMEs Through Multistore. Build your own online store in minutes. My name is Deforti Gasaran, the Manila Times editor and your moderator for today. With me are Multisys founder and Chief Executive Officer, or CEO, David Almiro Jr., Multisys Business Development for E-commerce Head, Carl Flores, and PLDT Enterprise First Vice President and Head of Product Management and Marketing, Benedict Patrick Nico Alcocedo. Hello, David, Carl, and Nico. How are you all today?
Hi, Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. I'm honored to be the one to give a brief introduction for each of you. Allow me to begin with David. Our first speaker is a full-time technopreneur and a full-stack programmer. He founded Multisys Technologies Corporation, the leading software solutions company in the Philippines, whose platforms and solutions are being used by thousands of companies and organizations. And over the years, the Multisys CEO has received multiple recognitions, including being an honoree for science, technology, and engineering in the Once-in-a-Lifetime Award, the Outstanding Young Men 2020 of JCI Philippines. David Almiro Jr. was also named the Filipino Technology Icon of the Year at the 4th Asia Pacific Luminaire Awards in 2021. Our next speaker, of course, is Carl Flores. He is the head of business development for e-commerce at Multisys, which has blazed a trail across the information technology, government healthcare, utilities, hospitality, retail, banking, and finance industries. Carl has helped make Multisys one of the country's most important technology providers. And of course, our last but certainly not the least speaker is Benedict Patrick Nico Alcocedo, who is currently PLDT First Vice President and Head of the Enterprise Product Management and Marketing. He has had over 22 years of experience in enterprise product management, business marketing, innovation, and strategic partnerships. Nico completed Wharton Business School's Executive Development Program and graduated with distinction from the MBA program of De La Salle University Graduate School of Business. And now to give the opening remarks, David, the screen is yours.
Hi, the Fort. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, so we're really excited to work with Manila Times, and thank you, Manila Times, for helping us launch our newest platform, the Multistore platform. So this is to help our small and medium enterprises to build their online store in minutes. So, well, I am David Almirol. I am the CEO and founder of Multisys Technologies Corporation. Multisys now, we're considered as the leading IT solutions and platform provider now in the Philippines. Our platforms are being used by thousands of companies and organizations nowadays, both development and integration. We offer various digital platforms and system integrations to key 8 sectors now, namely e-business. We're quite strong in e-commerce, e-finance and e-banking, e-government, e-learning, e-health, and lastly, the e-technology. On our e-commerce department, we're very excited to share with you our latest addition to our roster of comprehensive platforms, namely Multistore. Multistore is an end-to-end online store builder for food and beverages, retail, grocery, and market, shops, and other services with store management, door-to-door delivery, plus e-payment features in one single platform. Through the platform, any merchants and online sellers, whichever industry you are from, you will be able now to build your online store in minutes. That platform can help you build both website and mobile app. We developed Multistore mainly to empower micro, small, and medium enterprises, especially for them to be able to adjust in our situation today. During the pandemic, a lot of businesses closed their doors due to lack of foot traffic, physical limitations, and restrictions. In the last year, our multi-sys Avenger team have carefully built the platform with the guidance and insight of various industry partners like PLDT Enterprise, such that we are now able to perfect the efficient oscillation and exchange of transactions between merchants and their customers. At the same time, we continue to aggregate more and more payment channels through our multi-pay platform and more courier companies through our delivery box platform for on-demand and scheduled delivery. Our SME needs to embrace digital technologies, especially nowadays when physical interactions is still quite limited and we need to help and enable them at the same time. With Multistore, entrepreneurs will now be able to create their own online store in minutes and reach more customers easily, even with limited knowledge on how to create an online store. At Multisys, we are committed to bringing the digital gap between the customers and business owners by providing them the avenue where users will no longer need to source elsewhere. With that said, I invite all merchants, entrepreneurs, and all MSMEs to try Multistore today for free, by the way. So this is a free platform for everyone, and explore and see its beauty firsthand. Later on, Carl Flores will discuss more about the platform for your appreciation. Maraming salamat.
Thank you, David, for those remarks about the Multistore. And we now have to set the context for Multistore. Nico, please, the screen is yours.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Thank you, DeFort. Good morning to all our viewers today from the Manila Times ecosystem. Well, I just wanted to echo what David had mentioned. I think it's very important for us to be able to enable our MSMEs. And allow me to share my screen. I have a few slides which I'd like to share with you today. I've been asked to set the context for today, and in a few, maybe 10 minutes, I'd just like to discuss this term called digital transformation. I think the challenge with digital transformation has always been that it's somehow a very intimidating term, right? When you think of digital transformation, you're thinking of billions of pesos being spent. We're thinking of massive transformation. But in the end, I think what gets lost is that digital transformation actually begins as a personal transformation. Digital transformation is personal. And I think all of us would have anecdotes about this during the pandemic, right? Me, for example, my senior citizen parents, my mom, who used to be very particular about going to the grocery store, paying with cash or credit cards, withdrawing from ATMs. Lo and behold, she learned how to use e-commerce platforms. She learned how to use fintech. She learned, in fact, how to use a QR code. Okay? When before that wasn't really part of her lingo. So this digital transformation context that we are in today really began from that. It's really about changing behaviors. It's about our own transformation as people, how we consume, how we behave. And I'd like to begin with this thought, because I read this somewhere. Anything that changes values changes behavior. And I think that's really what happened during the pandemic, right? It took a pandemic to make it happen, but indeed our values and priorities have been irreversibly reshaped. I mean, I think health and hygiene today, if before we took it for granted, even if we go back now to our physical spaces, that's still something in our minds that we will keep on thinking about, right? Having alcohol in the pocket, spraying it in your hands, having tissue. I think that's a habit that we have formed during the pandemic that will probably not go away very soon. And this has also translated to consumption behavior. So consumption behavior has also changed in tandem, and e-commerce is really at the front and center of this social shift. Not only helping us bring some, sense of normalcy, diba, to our daily lives, but more importantly, accelerating the entire ecosystem that enables and supports it. Because e-commerce is not just about the front end. A big part of it is really the back end, the automation, as well as the delivery, right? Because in the end, it's still about that. Us being able to tie in when we order and when we receive the goods. Now, what's good about what happened was that this has created new jobs. right? Where others were lost. It established maybe new businesses when other businesses had to shutter. But bigger picture, I think it rebuilt hope, diba? Where there was a lot of uncertainty and distress. I think the e-commerce evolution, the change in consumption, how we were able to somehow have a sense of normalcy in our daily lives, it really built hope where there was a lot of uncertainty and distress because of the pandemic. And this massive, this massive flight to online has manifested in many facets of the e-commerce ecosystem. And the exponential growth numbers that we see in consumer adoption, I'm sure all of us have read all these studies by Facebook, by Google, by all the other technology agencies, where there was just an explosion of different types of technology adoption, right? And we see really this in consumer adoption to show how our own personal transformations into a very digital lifestyle have rapidly reached scale. When we say scale, it means really, really many people are very tech savvy today. Some of them were maybe brought into it kicking and screaming. Some were really forced into it, but it was a very good way for us to be able to adapt and to somehow move forward in a country level digital transformation. Now, what's very curious about this, or what's very prominent about this, is that it wasn't a transformation that happened over a decade or even over multiple years. It was a transformation that happened most especially in a single year. I mean, 2020, early part of 2021 was really the time when all of these changes happened, and it reached a very high scale such that it became mainstream, it became BAU, it became part of our habit and our social fabric. Now, the challenge today for many businesses is how to manage this shift, right? Maybe during this past year, we did some band-aid solutions. We went into platforms very quickly just to be sure that we're online and we're able to serve our customers. But in truth, when we go back to the sustainability of this business model, in truth, it's not really being totally online. From maybe an in-store model 100% or being largely brick and mortar, the reality to have a sustainable business is from brick and mortar, we get to bricks and clicks. So when we talk of bricks and clicks, there's a new term for it. It's called phygital. So it's the marriage between physical and digital. That's really the reality of most businesses today. The ability to operate in a phygital environment. Now, if we look at the past, 2 years ago, when you talk of online presence, I think the very a key was availability. We needed to have our website, our social media channels. We should be online. That was no question anymore. So having services visible online, searchable, accessible to nearby or potential customers, it allowed our businesses to thrive. In effect, though, these last 2 years have shown that the exponential interactions have accelerated digital adoption. And as mentioned earlier, instead of having it in a multiple year period, it happened in 1 year. What's curious, though, is that within this adoption, studies have shown that more than half, so more than 50% of Philippine consumers now look at value for money as a key consideration. And tayo, di ba, pag inisip natin when we think about value for money, normally it's just having the best price, the lowest price. That's our immediate reaction to value for money. But what's curious, though, is that in this case, value for money didn't necessarily mean having the lowest price. Platforms that had the best experience were the platforms that really thrived during this during this period. So it wasn't about the lowest price. It was about having the best experience. So that was the transition. For electronic platforms, for e-commerce platforms to be very successful, to be viral, to be adoptive, it was not anymore just about availability. It was about experience. And that's very key to being able to establish this phygital operation that can really net customers, that can make customers very happy and satisfied. I think the challenge today is how to define what best experience means. Diba? If we look at it from different studies and from our own discussions with our customers, there are really 4 factors that contribute to best experience. First, the experience has to be easy. It's so difficult to continue using a platform or to continue using a website if it's quite difficult to navigate, if it's a difficult platform to use. I mean, I don't think my my senior citizen mother would have the patience to keep on using the financial technology platforms or ordering online if it was very difficult and stressful for them. So key really, the platform has to be very easy to use. In fact, a lot of advocates of customer experience are saying that sometimes customer satisfaction is not about having the best product, but being the easiest to choose. So that's one of the key insights. Second, characteristic of a best experience is that it has to be immediate. I think our threshold for patience on when we can consummate a transaction has really shortened nowadays, right? So when we talk of food delivery, when we talk of ordering clothes, I don't think it's acceptable anymore that we need to order today for food we need by Friday. Diba? The expectation today, if I need it this lunchtime, I order it an hour before, it should arrive on time. And this is really key. So a manual approach to consummating a purchase or having to get back to customers on inventory availability and lead times in today's on-demand economy, it's just no longer acceptable to the new consumer. It will really lead to fallout and opportunity loss. Therefore, any platform we use should ensure end-to-end fulfillment. So from ease of ordering to payment and to executing on delivery is very key to a happy customer. Third factor, the platform has to be always on. Don't you find it quite difficult that if you go to an app and it's down, an error comes up? If it happens too often, we somehow find it difficult to trust the app and to rely on it for our daily transactions. So the experience being always on is quite critical, especially that we're transitioning into something digital, right? The brick and mortar concept of store hours before, where you had opening and closing, that just does not exist in bricks and clicks. For the online consumer, for us, there's this expectation that there's only one paradigm of time. And that paradigm of time is my time. Whenever I'm available, whenever I want it, we expect to be served, right? So system uptime is an obvious must. But the last is probably the most reputationally important. Last, the online system has to be secure. I think a lot of us today are exposed to the different cyber attacks, social engineering, they call it, also data privacy. So the platform really has to be secure. So the question we consumers would normally have, does this business offer secure payment transactions? Mahirap na, di ba? We're paying our own hard-earned money. So does this platform offer secure transactions? Difficult also if we have that manual process of sending screenshots, right? That's sometimes the way we transact today. We pay online via a bank and then we send screenshots to the store. Does this platform also cover my preferred payment channel? So all of us, some of us may have multiple payment channels, but some of us may have only one. So it's difficult if a platform is limited. The wider the payment options, the better. Next, is the store trustworthy? I think the challenge today with marketplaces is that with the number of fake products, false photos, how do we know whether this store is legitimate or not? And that's really I think one of the challenges of digital, right? Legitimacy of the store sometimes will really depend on their reviews, but a lot of times it really depends if they have a legitimate online store, a real store that we can trust. Last, and yeah, a lot of us who use online are also used to this, am I buying from an official seller? Or a legitimate source of that product? Sometimes they're posted and then we pay, and then unfortunately, they are not real sellers. So I think that's the challenge of being online. There are a lot of uncertainties, and the platform that we have on our stores is quite critical to making sure that we are able to achieve all of these four, right? Being easy to use, being immediate in transacting, being always on, and most of all, being secure. Because as we are able to imbibe these characteristics in our online presence, satisfied customers will tell other customers, which can get viral and will lead to business growth. Now, the question today, like what I mentioned earlier, is so how do businesses do this today, right? So most merchants rely on online marketplaces, food delivery apps, social media platforms to make their products and services visible and available. Diba? Sanay kasi lahat to use these aggregation platforms. Although these platforms are very easy to use, it makes it quite difficult for the local smaller businesses to grow as they compete side by side with the more known brands. And the algorithm does not lie. The challenge is that these platforms have very good algorithms such that if your brand is very well known, your brand will probably come up. So it gives an undue advantage to the larger company. So what if I'm trying to begin my brand? What if I'm trying to still build my name? What's the option for me? Right, so how do you stand out amongst competition? How do you make your brand known? How do you put a spotlight on what makes you special? For businesses to grow online, get repeat purchases, and succeed in the long run, it needs a place to build a relationship directly with its consumers. A place where customers can connect and build affinity with your specific products, your store, and your own brand. And this is where Multistore comes in. So I won't delve very deeply on this because Carl would do a much better job at describing how the value proposition of Multistore. But I just must say that we are very excited with the launch of Multistore because it's a solution that lets businesses of any size build and customize their e-commerce store in minutes. So it's very easy to use. It allows digital merchants to create their own custom website that will give focus on their brand. So they will not be just one of the many brands on any platform. And it will build better experiences with their customers. So these are all the features that Carl will explain later in detail, but essentially the message of this slide is that it's end-to-end. So it's a seamless experience. Everything a store would need in order to consummate a deal, in order to consummate a transaction and make sure that it builds a relationship with its customers. Now, if you look at delivery, I mentioned earlier, I just wanted to emphasize this: delivery and payment. So it's a solution that lets businesses really have a variety of options. So I mentioned earlier, it's important to have this spectrum because not everyone would have everything, right? So we need to be sure that the platform caters to all the types of payment channels and to have very many delivery options. So through Multistore, we help make readily available another step in a business's digital transformation. And building this online presence while focusing on their core business allows a company to focus on growing their business rather than the technical expertise needed. So PLDT Enterprise and Multisys are making sure that we give businesses, MSMEs especially, the right tools. So as part of the group synergy, we are proud to announce that Multistore is the latest addition to our Beyond Fiber offering. So it's part of our curated digital solutions that can help MSMEs in building their digital platform. So it will not only provide affordable business-grade internet, but more importantly, and very important, easy access to an e-commerce solution that is Multistore. And Dave mentioned this earlier. There's a promo, so it's going to be free. Multistore is going to be free. That's how confident we are that this platform is something that the market can use and the market will definitely love. So join this nationwide. We have a nationwide educational and awareness campaign to support local businesses. So whether online or face-to-face to our nationwide sales team, you can also walk into over 100 PLDT stores or reach out to your relationship manager for this. So it's very exciting. This is something that we know can help MSMEs. And maybe just to end, at PLDT Enterprise, our vision is really to make a positive impact on every single business. And this partnership with Multisys and Dave and Carl allows us to fulfill this mission and continue with our commitment of providing the right digital solutions to be the trusted and reliable partner in any business's digital journey and ultimately, together, take them further. So that's it, the fourth. I hope I was able to somehow communicate some new insights, and good morning to all. Thank you so much for your time and for listening.
Thank you, Nico, for the multi-store context setting. And we all appreciate your story about your senior citizen moms, digital and personal transformation. I think a lot of people can relate with that. So, and I also personally appreciate the bricks and clicks, as well as the phygital terms that you brought up. So thank you for those also. Now, to discuss and demonstrate how entrepreneurs can begin their journey of personal digital transformation via the Multistore, Carl, The screen is yours.
Hi, Lefort. Thanks for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. I hope all is well with you guys. And thank you, Manila Times and the viewers, for sharing your time with us in this very special day for our launching of Multistore. Build your online store in minutes. So allow me to just share my screen so that we can deep dive walkthrough of what really Multistore is. Okay, so Multistore is developed by Multisys. So it's an end-to-end e-commerce platform where we have, it's an online store builder. And also we have integrated with all of the payment options and all the delivery couriers here in the Philippines. So as a prelude, let me share with you a short video of our TV commercials. Okay.
Meron ka bang business in need of a boost? Now, you can build your online store in minutes with Multistore. Sobrang daling i-customize ng look according to your needs and be equipped with integrated store and order management, payment system, and delivery support.
With Multistore, you can grow your business even in the comfort of your home. So sign up now and get the platform, reach, and performance boost your business needs.
Only at Multistore. Start for free.
Okay, so I hope you have watched the short TVC. So we are very proud to say that our ambassador for Multistore in this launch is Mr. Ding Dong Dantes. So to go in, I have prepared a short presentation with you of what really is Multistore. So Multistore is an end-to-end online store builder with a door-to-door delivery and e-payment features all integrated in one platform. So this platform could cater to any of the industries such as food and beverages, retail, groceries, and market, and other services. So with the concept of Multistore, we are empowering our micro, small, and medium enterprises who are now lacking the digital presence that they don't have right now. So in times like this, since the pandemic have started 2 years ago, every MSMEs have their problem on how they will reach to their customers since their storefront is closed with the pandemic. So Multisys have gathered all the information and come up with one idea, which is we develop a Multistore. So the features and function of Multistore is quite flexible since there is an integrated dashboard and market analytics, which is very critical for for digital storefront. For this, you can see all the operations, your total sales, your orders, and any operation activities that you wanted in a one platform. Next is it's a cashless transaction and contact-free payments. So with digital emerging right now, we need to offer many payment options to our customers so that they would have a liberty of which payments options that they are comfortable with. So every person has their own preference in times of payment, and we have solved that in our platform. Next is it's a centralized and real-time administration portal. So all the activities that is going on right now with your storefront, you can see all here in your one dashboard. Next is it's a web portal, responsive UI, and mobile application. So any devices that your customers will have, they can access your storefront via your domain. Next is the store management system. So every store have their own operational activities. So here you can check as well what is the operating hours of each branches that you have. Next is the product management. So you can see the in and outs of orders of your products. You can set your quantity, which is the most selling one and which is the least. Next is the order management system. So this is very critical. So all the orders will be run through in a one module of the Multistore. Next also is the very unique one that we have is the content management system. So we are apart from other e-commerce since some of them are just the aggregator of the merchant. But for here, you will have your own storefront. So you can market your own website and your customers can order personally in your personal website. And also the customer service management system. So for this one, you can have a communication between the customers and the merchant. So all inquiries can be answered for this. So as you can see, the system is very flexible. Next, just to have a run through with you the types of portals and users for Multistore. So as a merchant, you will have your own merchant portal. So from this portal, you can see all the operation activities such as the analytics, the store branches. If you have more than one branch, then you can add more branches if you are located across the Philippines. The products, you can upload the products there, set the quantity, set the description of that product. Next is the orders. For the orders, you can see all the in and outs of the orders that is going through your website. Next is for the accounting. For the accounting, you can see which sales are coming through with your bank account. You can enroll your bank account and the system will automatically send the total sales of the day by the next day. So it's very convenient for businessman out there. Next is the audit logs. You can see all the customers that is visiting your website. And next is the online store. As the tagline suggests, you can build your online store in minutes. So we have multiple themes that you can select from, and you can edit any colors or any headers that you want. So in the next video, we have a walkthrough so that you can furthermore check these features and functions. Next also is the merchant portal for branch. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have more than 2 branches, your personnel in that branch can have an access as well in your merchant portal, but they can only see the inventory and orders. So for the orders, they can accept for orders. Next is the customer portal. So this is your digital web front. So as a customer, so since you have marketed your website, I can just go to your website and order whatever I want. So based on it, all the orders will be coming through from the merchant portal and approve it. So all it's very end to end, and the customer can pay and select the delivery method that they want. So how to onboard on Multistore? So it's very easy. So it's a 3-step only. So the step 1, you need to sign up for Multistore. You can visit our website at www.multistore.ph. So create an account to explore. Next is set up. So you can build your customized online store with your products and services. Next is finally, you can start and selling on Multistore. So why choose Multistore? So personally, I have 5 whys. Why Multistore? First, it's your own online store. So that way, you are in control of your website based on your own brand, and your customers see more of you. So what like Nico mentioned a while ago, it's very critical right now that you will have your own website. In that way, you can promote your products aside from the joining from other e-commerce aggregators. Next is it's time efficient. So Multistore helps you run business in one platform, anytime and anywhere. Next is its broad connection. So with the multiple payment partners that we have and delivery partners that we have on Multistore, you can connect with various mode of payment and delivery. So it's very efficient in that way. Next, it's cost effective with built-in features that is necessary to run your online store. And you can manage it all in one place. No need to integrate with other partners. And lastly, it's 0 transaction fee. So you can get the most out of your sales with Multistore 0 transaction fee. yes, you don't need to pay a single dime for any sort of commission. So yeah, that's the short presentation for Multistore. So I'll be sharing with you a video walkthrough of the features and functionalities of Multistore for better understanding.
Get your business up and running real quick with Multistore's end-to-end online store builder. Multistore is powered by 3 dynamic platforms, namely Storebox for the store and order management features, Paybox for more flexible and automated payment options, and Delivery Box for your door-to-door delivery needs. With Multistore, your customers will get to enjoy a wide array of payment features from credit cards to banking, e-wallets, and over-the-counter payments. Manage same-day deliveries and schedule deliveries with Multistore's major courier partners. To start, go to www.multistore.ph and click register. Input your email and desired password. Verify your account by checking your email. Click Verify and log into your registered account. Input the email address and password that you used to register. Now, you can set up your online store. Start by typing your name and adding your mobile number. Validate your mobile number by typing the one-time PIN sent to you. After that, name your online store. Then, choose a name for your own URL. Pick a business and industry category that best describes your business. Add more details about your business by indicating the location of your store branch. This time, set up how orders to you will be fulfilled. Pick among the delivery partners you prefer. Then select your chosen payment method, as well as the payment channels that you prefer when transacting with you. Indicate how your sales will be remitted to you. Now, you can patiently watch out as Multistore sets up your online store. Now that your store has been set up, it's time to add your branches to identify your location and the availability of your products. First, go to Store Branches tab and click Add New Branch. Fill in the information of your branch by inputting the branch name, its operation schedule and store hours, among others. You may also enable the advanced ordering option so that your customers can still order even when your store is closed. Then, select the payment method, as well as the payment channels that you prefer when transacting with your branch. Afterwards, select the delivery method, then assign the courier partners that you prefer for your branch. Indicate if your store is open and running, then click Create. When your online store is ready, it's time to customize. First, go to the Online Store tab, then click View Themes. Choose from the stacks of easy-to-use themes available. Find one that suits the nature of your business. Then, select a color palette that fits your brand. You can then customize even further by putting up a banner, logo, tab icon, and many more. Whenever you're ready to sell, you can change the status of your online store here. Great job! Your website is live. Now that your website is up and running, start adding your products. Go to the Product tab, click Add New Product, provide more information about your product starting with the name of the product, description, availability, and category. In the Category tab, choose where your product falls under, then click Apply Filter. Afterwards, upload a photo of your product. Then, choose which of the branches is the product available in. Indicate the price in peso. You may also indicate the amount you invested so you can easily keep track of your profit. When your store is finally open and running, here is how you can fulfill your customers' orders. First, click the Orders tab, then go to View Details. Check the order details, then confirm. Once done, you may already book a delivery partner. Try Multistore today for free and build your own online store.
Okay, so that's our system walkthrough. I hope you have seen on how flexible and easy to use Multistore is. With this launching of this new e-commerce platform, we aim to help more MSMEs to have more digital presence that they can offer to their customers. To further know, you can visit our website via www.multistore.ph, or you can contact us through our support hotline for any inquiries. So what are we waiting for? Build your online store in minutes with Multistore. I hope I have shared with you guys Multistore features and functionality. Thank you, Dafor.
Thank you, Carl, for discussing and demonstrating the Multistore. And you weren't kidding. I was actually timing the video that you showed, how long it took for someone who was able to basically get the process. And it really did take just a little over 5 minutes, I think, once you're familiar with all the toggles and all the various things you have to click on. So indeed, in a matter of minutes, you can have your online store up and running. Now, we shall now have the question and answer portion of empowering MSMEs through Multistore. Build your own store online in minutes. So are you ready to field questions from our online audience, Carl?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Unfortunately, Dave and Nico were each called away for urgent matters and could not join us for this Q&A discussion. Nevertheless, maybe they might be able to come back. In the meantime, I'm sure you're more than able and you have enough ammo to take on the questions from our audience. So let's begin. From Maria Lourdes of Marikina, how does the Multistore allow me as a small backyard kitchen entrepreneur have everything I need to run my business on your platform? I think she's interested in a little more personalized. How would you help run her through the process of creating her own online presence with her backyard kitchen, I think? Yeah.
Okay. For that one, since you're small businesses, so in times of food, you need to enroll and be on the other e-commerce platform and be aggregated with other merchants. With Multistore, since you can build your online store in minutes and you can have your own website, in terms of having your own web store, Multistore will present you with two options. So either you take it having an own domain name or having buying your own domain name is very critical with you because you can have your own branding and you can promote your own website. So having your own website will have that credibility that, okay, this is a legit storefront. I can order more and you can be more proud of because nowadays having an online store will help you throughout in times of your marketing. And I think Multistore can help you with that.
True. In fact, for some, they even say that if you're not online, you don't exist.
Yes.
Yes, you're saying, go ahead.
Yeah. And I think it's very critical nowadays to have your own digital presence because in the time that we are into, all are online, all are online and digital already, and having in the going into that wave is, I think, it's very critical for business owners to go into this digital transformation.
Oh, we have another question here from Rodel of Rizal. Is the multi-store only for new online businesses, or can it also be for my older, more traditional brick and mortar establishment?
Yeah, it can be in a more traditional and brick and mortar, since a multi-store is an added tool for you guys to niche other market, to have your own digital presence. You can still have your traditional storefront, but to cope up with the recent times that we have in the digital era, you can use multi-store as an added tool for you or another sales channel for your businesses. So it's not only for new businesses, it can be new or old businesses.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Binong of Bulacan asks, how can a physical store like mine, which has taken years to build and promote, create an operational online store only within minutes? I mean, I think he says here, how can it have awareness and presence already in minutes? I think it's hard for them to imagine that in only minutes, you already have something legit, in a way you can say.
So as mentioned, if you have your multi-store website already, you will have your own personalized URL. So let's say, for example, www.xkitchen. So this website, you can promote it through any social media. So from there, your customers can just click the URL and they will be landed on your website. So from this, just social media marketing in terms of your website. And also you can be searchable already on the Google. So it's very critical nowadays. Once you have searched your store, you will have your own website. Because traditionally, some MSMEs, they are just using social media in times of selling online. So for multi-store, having your own website and having that end-to-end solution wherein the payments are there and the delivery are there, it can be easy in times of customer experience and also in times of merchant experience in managing the certain business. So
it streamlines even that process where you screenshot your payment,
yes.
slip, and then.
So just imagine the old way that in times of payment, you need to screenshot the payment form, and also if you want to deliver it to your customer, you need to jump to another platform again and then send a tracking number. So it's very a long cut, but in our way, we streamline it and just put it in one platform. Yeah.
Also, I think it's interesting, both you and Nico touched upon it, wherein even a small business, once it has that online presence and you maximize it through, of course, virality, word of mouth, you're actually able to play with the big boys, the bigger, more established companies of the same industry. You can actually find yourself within the same search level as they would be.
Yes. So actually, the idea of Multistore is just to give a powerful tool to our MSMEs, not just be an aggregated merchant with other e-commerce platform, but to have their own website wherein they can promote and have their own freedom on what operation activity that they wanted to do on their platform. So having that website is very up boosting in terms of your business, because let's say nowadays, if you don't have any website, the thinking of the people is that you are not legit merchant, you are a scammer. But for this, it erases that idea wherein, this merchant have their own website. So it boosts your credibility so that your customers can order more in your store.
So it's not just building the relationship, you're actually building trust.
Yes.
Well, another question here, I think related to what you said about merchants, from Christopher of Santo Cristo. How is the Multistore different from the online stores of e-commerce, other e-commerce platforms? So I think they're referring to Lazada and Shopee and the like.
Perhaps I can highlight two value propositions that I have shared earlier. First is having your own online store. It's always best to have your own platform, because in that way you are in control of your ad spend and content, and your customers see more of you. If you notice, in other e-commerce platforms, there is such steep competition in app, and you have to spend more ads for you to just be seen in the platform and boost, so your product would be part of the top of the page. With Multistore, no more of that. So all your it will be product centric of what you are selling. Second, Multistore zero transaction fee. I'm sure you are familiar that most of the e-commerce platform charge up to 30% commission each transaction, but for Multistore, we don't charge any commission fee. So all your sales are 100% yours. So it's an added boost with the MSMEs that we have right now.
So clearly 100% sales go to you, and you remove the advertising costs of being able to be more visible on other platforms.
Yes, that's correct. Because with other platforms, with every order that you have fulfilled, there is a certain cut that they call it the commission fee. But for us, we don't charge any commission fee.
I think Filipinos would like that.
Yeah.
More for para sa kaban ng negosyo.
Yes.
Well, Erwin of Ermita is asking now, what is the most ideal for what particular kinds of entrepreneurial products and services Multistore is? So you're saying it can be for products and services, but I'm sure Multistore tends to have or favor or maybe augment best certain types of products and services. Would you recommend certain industries perhaps?
Okay. For Multistore, we cater to every industry, may it be food and beverages, groceries, and supermarket, services, or retail, clothing. Any industry can sell on Multistore. They just have to check out Multistore, because we have variety of themes that can be suited for every industry. So it's not just highlighted to a certain industry, but we cater to all of it.
Okay. So even if it's not necessarily just the ones we've seen online on social media, the backyard business that sprouted up. It could even be something as well, you can say very much a startup, even for carts and corner mini stores. That could also be something that you could accommodate.
Yes, that's correct. So may it be a sari-sari store, they can have their own online store. So with the streamlining of the payments and also the deliveries. So
I think that's very unusual. Yeah.
Yes. So every sari-sari store around the corner, they can have their own online store. So, and to highlight also what Sir Dave mentioned earlier, once you have signed up with Multistore right now, from April 28 until July 2022, it's the subscription free will be free for lifetime. So this is a promo that we are pushing through. So if you want further details of
lifetime, that's pretty good.
Yes,
people just have to come in soon. You only have so everyone, you only have about a month or so, right?
Yeah. So if you have plans on having your own digital store, you can sign up for now and avail that promo that we have right now. And I think with the digital that is emerging right now, it can be beneficial for small businesses to have this.
Yes, exactly. We have a question from Antipolo, from Adrian. For entrepreneurial clients and suppliers, basically, if you have your business and everyone else you service, even the ones that provide the materials for your business, what are the payment options for Multistore? I think they just
Okay.
wanted to be more.
Like for Multistore, since we have integrated and we have made available all the best payment options in the Philippines. First, we have the cards, so the debit cards and credit cards, so the customers can pay via that, and also the emerging e-wallets such as PayMaya, GCash, and the likes. And also we can do bank transfer and also over the counters, the brick and mortar over the counters. So we have streamlined that in our platform. So there's many mode of payments that you can offer to your customers.
Okay. Well, we do have someone here who would like to understand better. Maybe you can help differentiate. Shelly from Siargao, she was asking, can you explain the difference between delivery box, store box, and pay box that
Okay.
Multistore uses? Because
Okay.
I think they heard it mentioned and then it sounded the same, but which is which? What does it do?
Okay. So the store box, the pay box, and delivery box, it's a homegrown platform that is developed by Multisys. So we have integrated it into one platform, and just imagine adding up pay box, delivery box, and store box into one platform, and the PB of that is Multistore. So since we are software development company, we offer also separately the pay box, delivery box, and the store box. So store box focuses more on the store management and all the operation activities on what a digital store can have. Paybox is a single API wherein all the payment options are there already. May it be cards, e-wallets, over the counter, or bank transfer. Next is the delivery box. It's another set of API wherein we have integrated with the same day deliveries and all the scheduled deliveries. So it's a three different platform, but we have combined it into one. And the result of that is Multistore.
Okay. Can a business that has already its own website, Zell is asking from Zamboanga, can it still, an online payment system, so someone already has these, can they still use Multistore? And if so, how?
If you have your own online store already, and if you want to have more payment options, you can just contact Multisys and we can offer more. So we can offer payback separately with you guys if you have your own storefront already. But I suggest you can shift into Multistore so that you can streamline it into one, because if you are gonna integrate our API, it would take time. But if you want to transfer for us, you can set it up within minutes. So in time, I think it's better to shift out of Multistore.
So they can actually migrate from wherever they are right now to Multisys and avail of the free service and
Yes,
the free
correct.
lifetime service and all the all-in-one feature from end to end. I think that's something that would encourage those who already have components but not the whole suite, so to speak, of
Yes,
available services.
that's correct. I think that's the most ideal way if we want it to be more fast in terms of jumping in with Multistore.
Okay, well, we have one more question from Eva of España. As a one-stop shop web portal, I think that's their understanding of it. What metrics and analytics can it provide for my business? I think
Okay.
since you said it's end-to-end, can it also provide how well your business is doing or recommendations? What sorts of things can Multisys provide for business owners?
In terms of analytics, we are very advanced with that because first we can show you the total sales of the day. And also we can deep dive on that on a per branch level. You can see also the total orders which is coming in and out, and also all the orders that is paid already and not yet have paid. So the analytics that we have is very advanced compared to other e-commerce platform, and you can filter that out on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and have that report downloaded so that your finance or your operations can see whether all the orders are fulfilled or all the orders have paid already.
Okay, so does Multisys have a kind of tech support that can be contacted, and it's not just an automated?
Yes, actually we have a customer support hotline. You can call our support so that we can further assist you in times of your inquiries, and also you can book a demo for us to demo more in deep dive or what inquiries that you wanted to know about Multistore. So our customer support is already up and running and waiting for you to book a demo now.
Would you like to share with our audience all the contact information where they can get more info about Multistore, and how, for those who've already begun to put up their own and use your platform, where they can get that tech support that you mentioned?
Okay. So if you want to send out an email, you can email us at support@multistore.ph. And if you have any, if you wanted to call our support hotline, you can reach us at Smart. Smart number is 0969-326-8960. And if you are a Globe user, you can reach us at 0915-753-1002. Or if you didn't catch all the contact us information, you can visit our website www.multistore.ph. All the contact us information are there already, and we can support you immediately.
Well answered, Carl. And thank you also to David and Nico for launching the Multistore with us on the Manila Times Roundtable. Again, you heard talks from Multisys founder and CEO David Almirol, Multisys Business Development for e-commerce head Carl Flores, of course, and PLDT Enterprise First Vice President and Head of Product Management and Marketing Nico Alcoseba. And that's a wrap. On behalf of Multisys and PLDT, we all look forward to empowering MSMEs through Multistore. Build your own online store in minutes. I'm the Fourth Vigasaran, the Manila Times editor. Have a great day ahead.
Meron ka bang business in need of a boost? Now, you can build your online store in minutes with Multistore. Sobrang daling i-customize ng look according to your needs, and be equipped with integrated store and order management, payment system, and delivery support.
With Multistore, you can grow your business even in the comfort of your home. So sign up now and get the platform, reach, and performance boost your business needs.
Only at Multistore. Start for free.
You've come a long way, and everything you've done has led to this moment. Primed for taking on bigger things, reaching greater heights. And while the path ahead is filled with uncertainty, taking the next step can seem daunting. But to stay still is more terrifying. Moving forward becomes reassuring with a partner by your side. One that teaches you to trust. One that has been with you from the start. Through it all, whether you're thriving or still striving. A partner that pushes you to carry on and go the distance despite it all. Together, there are no boundaries, only possibilities. Together, we can go further.
Sign up for a year and pay less than 71 pesos per month. Visit tmt.ph/digital to get your free 30 days of the Manila Times Digital Edition.